My brother burned down the entire family just to feel powerful. I never believed my brother was capable of anything beyond petty lies and silent resentment. His name was Ryan, 2 years older than me, quiet, average in school, ignored by most, and always staring from the corners of rooms like a shadow waiting for something to happen. I used to think he was just shy. I was wrong. Our family lived on the edge of a quiet town, in an old house my father had rebuilt after inheriting it. My mother, always gentle and routine-driven, ran the house like a clock. My younger sister, Mira, was barely 13. I was 19. Ryan was 21. We were a normal family. Or so we thought. It started small. Ryan would disappear for hours. He stopped eating dinner with us. He stopped responding to messages. Once, I found him sitting in the attic alone, staring at an old family photo. When I asked him what he was doing, he just said, "They don't see me." I shrugged it off. Everyone has moments like that. But he wasn't in a moment. He was in a state. Things escalated one night when I came home early from my part-time job. I found Ryan in Dad's study, going through our father's personal documents. When I called out to him, he didn't even flinch. He looked at me and said, "I'm just checking who we really are." I told Dad later. He brushed it off and told me not to worry. But I could see it. Dad was starting to watch him too. 2 weeks later, our dog died. No illness. No signs of attack. Just cold and still in the backyard. Mira cried for 3 days. Ryan didn't react. He didn't speak about it. That silence started to infect the house. One night, Mom asked Ryan what he'd been feeling lately. He looked her in the eye and said, "Power." For the first time, I feel like something. None of us knew what he meant. We didn't ask again. Then came the fire. It happened on a Thursday. I remember the exact moment because I had stayed out late to meet a friend. When I returned, I saw the flames from half a mile down the road. The sky was glowing orange. I ran. My legs didn't feel real. Neighbors had already called for help, but it was too late. The house collapsed inward like it had been waiting to do so. I found Ryan sitting in the field across from the burning wreck. Calm. Watching. When he saw me, he smiled, not with joy, not with relief. With pride. "You weren't supposed to be gone," he said. "I wanted all of us there." I stood frozen. I couldn't speak. He continued, "They ignored me for years. I needed them to understand. To look at me for once. And they did. Right before the heat took them." I lunged at him, but by then, the police had arrived. He didn't resist. He didn't explain further. During the trial, he showed no emotion. He pleaded guilty without hesitation. No one could explain the motive. No drugs, no mental illness on record, no financial gain. Just a quiet statement from him. I did it to feel what it means to control something. Now he sits in a prison cell, and I visit him once a year, not for forgiveness, not for answers. Just to look at him and remember what's left of my family. The silence he left behind is louder than anything he ever said when he was with us. And still, when I leave, I feel his eyes on me, like a shadow that never left.